The U.S. economy is basically fine, a balanced perspective. In a world full of headlines proclaiming doom and gloom, it's easy to lose sight of the bigger picture. While concerns about inflation, interest rates, and other economic issues are valid, the overall state of the U.S. economy remains fundamentally sound. Here's why the economy is basically fine and poised for steady growth despite the challenges. 1. Stable employment levels. One of the clearest indicators of a healthy economy is employment. In the U.S., job growth remains strong. The unemployment rate has hovered near historic lows, giving millions of Americans stable income and supporting consumer spending. Job creation in sectors like technology, healthcare, and professional services continues, reflecting an evolving economy driven by innovation. Additionally, labor force participation is trending positively, indicating that more people are returning to the workforce. Despite concerns about a potential recession, employers are still hiring, which underscores a solid labor market. 2. Resilient consumer spending. Consumer spending accounts for about 2/3 of the U.S. economy, and Americans are continuing to spend. While inflation has impacted prices, many households have maintained spending levels thanks to wage growth and accumulated savings from the pandemic era. In the face of rising prices, consumers have shown adaptability, balancing their spending across necessities and discretionary items. The strength of consumer spending is a testament to the overall resilience of the economy. 3. Business investment and innovation. Despite ongoing concerns about rising interest rates, businesses are investing in growth and innovation. Many companies are focusing on research and development, particularly in areas like artificial intelligence, AI, green energy, and biotechnology. These investments position the U.S. economy for long-term competitiveness in the global market. Startups and small businesses, often the lifeblood of the economy, continue to find opportunities for growth. Venture capital funding, while more selective than in the recent past, is still flowing into innovative ventures, creating new jobs and industries. 4. Moderating inflation. Inflation remains a challenge for consumers and policymakers alike, but the worst may be behind us. The Federal Reserve has taken significant steps to curb inflation, raising interest rates to slow price growth. These actions have started to take effect, with inflation rates gradually moderating from their peak levels. While inflation is still higher than the target rate of 2%, it's no longer climbing at the alarming pace we saw in 2022. As inflation continues to stabilize, consumers will feel less pressure on their wallets, and businesses will gain more predictability for their pricing strategies. 5. Housing market stabilization. The housing market, a major pillar of the U.S. economy, has experienced significant fluctuations in recent years. However, after a period of skyrocketing home prices, the market is beginning to cool. Higher mortgage rates have tempered demand, which has helped to ease price increases. While affordability remains a challenge for some, the gradual stabilization of the housing market indicates a return to more balanced conditions. 6. Global trade and U.S. competitiveness. The U.S. remains a global economic powerhouse, with strong exports in areas like technology, aerospace, and agricultural products. Despite trade tensions with major partners such as China, the U.S. continues to maintain a competitive edge in many industries. Moreover, recent legislation like the CHIPS Act, which aims to bolster domestic semiconductor manufacturing, signals a commitment to reducing reliance on foreign supply chains and investing in American industries. These actions are crucial for strengthening the long-term health of the U.S. economy. 7. Government support for infrastructure and innovation. The Biden administration's focus on infrastructure investment is another key factor in the U.S. economy's resilience. Major spending initiatives aimed at modernizing roads, bridges, and broadband access will create jobs and improve productivity. In addition, federal support for clean energy projects is helping the U.S. transition to a more sustainable economic model. These investments in infrastructure and innovation ensure that the U.S. remains competitive in the global economy while also addressing long-standing issues like climate change and deteriorating public works. 8. Challenges ahead. Caution is still necessary. While the economy is broadly stable, challenges remain. high interest rates are making borrowing more expensive, which could dampen consumer and business spending in the future. Additionally, geopolitical uncertainties, including tensions in Europe and Asia, could affect global markets and trade. Moreover, the federal government's growing debt and deficits continue to raise concerns about the long-term fiscal health of the U.S. economy. As policymakers work to strike a balance between supporting growth and addressing inflation, there may be tough decisions ahead. Conclusion: a fundamentally strong economy. Despite the headlines that often focus on crises and downturns, the U.S. economy is fundamentally strong. Low unemployment, robust consumer spending, business innovation, and moderating inflation all point to an economy that is navigating challenges and poised for steady growth. While there are always uncertainties in any economy, the U.S. has proven time and again that it can adapt and thrive. For now, the data suggests that the economy is basically fine, and Americans have reason to remain optimistic about the future.